Hello? Hello? Yeah, just have it open on my phone here so I can join the chat. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Off the Bat OOTP live streams. And we had a request. I don't remember who it was from, but the last OOTP live stream we did, if you didn't actually get to it, we worked on rebuilding the San Diego Padres. Obviously, last year, even with Fernando Tatis, they still did not. They didn't do very well. They did better than 2019 and 2018. That was their best year since 2013. But this year, I have a feeling we're going to do even better because we gave away Fernando Tatis for Vladdy and Bo Bichette. Here, this was the trade. We gave Vladdy and Bichette for this nobody. Luis Patino, who I'm sure is a pretty big prospect. He played with us last year and did really well, but I figured we had a ton of starters. And then I also got rid of Tatis. So I have now a star third baseman and a star shortstop. Giving up a shortstop and a starter. I ended up signing Stroman and Gosman in free agency. Baez, he's been on the team for since he's been on the team for a while. Started in 2019. Obviously, this is his third year now. It says he's injured, but we don't know. Yu Darvish, we just traded for him. Pretty good trade, though. We gave up Zach Davies, who's being paid $6 million. We didn't need him. Again, we had a ton of starters. So today we're going to play Rick Porcello. Obviously, it shows a lot of our players are better than the Phillies. Bryce Harper, his ratings are not very good anymore. 3.5 stars. Pretty. I also have Luis Urias. Forgot to show him. He's in the Milwaukee system. I gave Trey Wiggerenter 2.5 star reliever. I gave. We have to go back to the trade. Josh Naylor, who was 2.5, 3-star outfielder, but we also had a good amount of outfielders. And although he had a really good year in 2020 in El Paso, I think that's their AAA team. It was easier to put him in a trade for a star second baseman, somebody we needed, and Jacob Nix, another starter that had a very good year in El Paso in 2020. And I'm gonna call this game. I'm gonna make all the calls. So today, Chris Paddock taking the mound, 3-star, 25-year-old starting pitcher. Very good ratings, especially on his pitches. Stamina should hold him to about 100 to 110 pitches. He's pitched a bit. Name's still floating around the MLB. But let's see what he can do this starting off the game. Full count to, should tell me the batter right at the top. The batter's Adam Hazley, and he ends up swinging, putting it on the ground to Bo Bichette, throwing to get him out. I actually had Xander Bogaerts also, and then I realized I had two shortstops. So Gene Segura at the plate with a 1-2 count, swinging, but back to Bichette and thrown out for 2 outs at the top of the first. Again, Bryce Harper strikes out, and that's going to be the first half of the first inning. 3 up, 3 down. Bichette at the plate with a 3-1 count, easily ahead, and he gets walked. Easy for us. Looks like they're not expecting him to steal. The catcher arm, not very great. I don't think his Urias' contact is good enough, so we're going to do a run and hit. We're going to hope Bichette can make it. Got a really good jump on that. Now I'm going to do a hit and run. I trust Urias can put it in the air. It's exactly what he did, but is it going to... So that gets caught. Our runner still tags up, and now we got a man on first for Vladdy. He's already down 2 strikes, and he actually struck out. Trent Grissom, our center fielder, full count, puts it up in the air, but it's not going to drop. That's going to be an out, caught by their shortstop, Gene Segura. Paddock still pitching, 2-2 count to Rhys Hoskins, and he strikes out looking. No count to whoever this is. Looks like a foul, so that's not going to matter to us. It's McCutchen. Andrew McCutchen, 1-1 count. Swinging a drive. Well, not a drive, but that's going to be an easy grounder again to Bo Bichette. A lot of defensive plays to shortstop today. It's going to be a full count strikeout to, who was it? It was Zach Collins, their catcher. Horrible ratings, so it should be easy to beat him. Meja, our catcher, to the plate with a 1-2 count, swinging to strike out. Ty France, our first baseman, 2-2 count, also striking out, swinging. And now we got a 3-1 count to Franchi Cordero. Could have been a walk, could have been anything, but it's an up, high, deep fly out to center. So, to anyone watching, welcome to Off the Bat. Scott Kindry, yeah, I think that's how it's pronounced. He gets a single on a 2-0 count. Just got Snapchat. I don't even care. Chris Paddock still pitching with a full count. He swings and puts it up in between left and center, closer to center, and it gets caught. Thrown in before the runner can tag up. Chris Paddock still pitching. Rick Porcello bunts it down the first base side. Throws to first. 2 down, top of the third. Chris Paddock, full count to Hazley. Swinging on the ground to our second baseman and to our first baseman. Once I memorize the names after a bunch of games, then we will deal with all that. So bottom of the third, Tyler O'Neill to the plate. He's down already in the count, and he ends up looking for strike 3. Chris Paddock also at a full count. He ends up swinging on the ground to Gene Segura, thrown to first for the out. Bichette back to the plate with a 1-1 count. Says he's hitless. He walked at the start of the game. Hit to third and thrown out to make 3 innings of Phillies, Padres baseball gone. Paddock still pitching, top of the fourth, no count to Segura. Bunted out to the catcher, thrown to the first baseman, Ty France, for the out. Bryce Harper to the plate, down 1-2 in this count. Ends up swinging for strike 3, second time this game. Hoskins also down 1-2, and he ends up swinging to end the top of the fourth. That is 3.5 innings gone. So Luis Urias, 1 ball, swinging, and it's not going to go past the infield, but it's going to be held onto by their second baseman. So that looks nice. Now we got Luis Urias. His speed, it's really bad, but his stealing's good. So what we're going to do with Vladdy, we're going to do a hit and run. He didn't actually get contact, but we still got the stolen base. And they overthrew the ball, so now we got a man on third with 0 outs. This is definitely our chance to... it's our chance to get... Well, he walks, so now Grissom to the plate. He ends up hitting a single just over the head of the shortstop and third baseman. We now got men on first and second. The lead is 1-0 San Diego. Meja to the plate with no count. Ends up swinging it high and deep to right center, and it's gone. Deep, 434 feet. So we're up by 4 in the bottom of the 4. Ty France to the plate with a 1-2 count. Puts contact on it, and it looks like it's going to drop just before their center fielder. We got a man on first, bottom of the 4th, 4-0. No count, no outs. Cordero, 1 ball, puts it up, and it's going to be lined out to their first baseman. Luckily, our runner gets back in time. O'Neill to the plate, no count. He ends up swinging and putting it in the air, and that's going to be deep, and it's going to be gone. That is a beautiful home run, second home run of this half inning for San Diego, up 6-0. Chris Paddock, our pitcher, 1-1. He ends up hitting a line drive to right field, and he's going to get caught out. Bichette up 1-1, same count as last at bat. He ends up swinging, but it's going to be to their shortstop, to the first baseman to end the bottom of the fourth. That is 4 innings gone of 6-0 baseball. Paddock still pitching, still strong. 2-2 count to McCutcheon, and he ends up putting it to Guerrero Jr., thrown to Ty France for the out. Zach Collins up to the plate, down in the count, and swinging for the strikeout. Scott Kingery, and he also checked his swing, but it was still a strike, so pretty successful. Looks like they called in a man from their bullpen, Ranger Suarez, whatever his name is. 3 pitches, so he only went 0.1 innings. Luis Urias to the plate, 2 balls, swinging a drive, but it's not going to drop. It's going to directly to their center fielder. That is going to be gone. I mean, like the out is gone. Guerrero, I like saying gone. 2-2, could go anyway. Ends up putting the ball too high to the first baseman, and he's going to run with it to the base. It's going to be 6-0 baseball in the top of the 6th for Chris Paddock. Ehire Adrianza, 2-1. Odubel, who's going to be caught. That is still 6-0 baseball. Can I keep my pitcher in? Yes, it looks like he can go to 100 pitches. Obviously, this is his first start of the year. It's his first start of the year today. He's already gone 6 innings, giving up 1 hit and no walks. Damn. Okay, Meja, he's at the plate with 1 ball. Taylor Williams, they put in a new pitcher. He swings, but it's going to be popped up in the infield. Catcher is going to go near it, but won't touch it. Ehire Adrianza catches it to make the play. Ty France to the plate, 1-1 count. Swing, too high, not far. Going to be caught by their shortstop, Gene Segura. And then our last batter, or hopefully not, whatever, Franchi Cordero grounds out. Their player, Taylor Williams, just got injured, so is it good or is it bad? Obviously not for Taylor Williams. That's their reliever. Obviously at the start of the year, it's kind of odd that they already have, they've used 3 pitchers today so far, and it's only the 7th. It's also the 3rd game of the season, so they don't want to throw out their bullpen. Chris Paddock still in. 3-1 count to Segura, who ends up walking. Harper now with a full count. He's already struck out 2 times, but he walked. Rhys Hoskins to the plate. He strikes out, checking his swing. Now we're at a 1 out for McCutcheon. He's also 1-2 count. He ends up looking for strike 3. We're 2 outs down. Zach Collins, the catcher, ends up swinging to end the inning. Looks like a single, a walk, and 3 straight strikeouts. Arodys Vizcaino ends up getting the call from the bullpen. They only got 4 guys who are ready, 100% ready. Oh, 3 who are 100, but like 4 who can play. And then this guy looks like he played against us yesterday. Did we win? I don't know. Let me check. All I know is this guy's injured. He's one of our good starting pitchers. He's been with us as a reliever for a bit, and this is the year he was finally going to get his rotation spot. Michael Baez, obviously being 25 now. Pretty good age to join starting rotation, especially with these stats. Projected 4.1 WAR. 2.2 innings, though, doesn't seem like enough to lead a rotation or even to be at the bottom of it. 2.2 innings a game. He's clearly injured. I don't know how long yet. Paddock at 113 pitches. We're going to warm up this guy. We drafted him in the Rule 5 draft. He looks pretty good, but he's only had 1 inning of pitching ever, and it was when he lost. I want to take someone in who hasn't actually played yet. Obviously, it's 6-0, so I can call him the worst of the worst. Actually, looks like I have 6 starters here, but I have 5 because one's injured. I'm going to call in Rafael Montero to the bullpen. He was with me last year. He only played 18 innings, but do I trust him enough to give him a 6-0 lead? Yeah. I mean, if we lose it, we lose it. It's not like we're 1-1 right now, so let's try and win. Obviously, That's the point of OOTP, to win. Chris Paddock, he ends up swinging a single down the line, in between short, in between second. I wasn't going to pinch hit for him. I like seeing my pitchers hit, and since we're ahead by so much. But that's kind of cool to see my pitcher get a hit. Bo Bichette. Two singles down the middle. Is he going to run to third? No, he is not. It's going to be our second baseman up now, Luis Urias. He also puts a single down over the head of their third baseman. Do I want to send Chris Paddock home? No, I do not. Now we have bases loaded for Vladdy, which is baby Vlad. He ends up hitting a double over the head of this center fielder. Ends up sliding to take his position, clearing the base path. 9-0 San Diego at the bottom of the seventh. 1 out for Trent Grisham. He's 1 for 4, but now he's 2 for 5. Is Vladdy going to run home? Well, yes, he is. And he's also going to be safe, which means the single just turned to a double, and we're also up by 10 runs. Meja also to the plate, but he's already down 2 strikes. Their pitcher, Steve Kishek. Meja swings for strike 3. France to the plate, 2-1 count. Swing to third, to first. And that is going to be 7 innings, 10-0 ball. We had 8 men up to the plate, which is crazy. We're going to call in Rafael Montero now. Do I think Paddock can pitch a bit more? Yes, he's only in the yellow. But I don't want to risk him getting any injuries, especially going through 7 innings of 1-hit baseball. I think it was 2 hits now. But 2 hits, 0 walks. Well, I think it was 1 walk. Point is, I'm just recalling his stats from earlier in the game. Bunts out straight to the pitcher and thrown to first. That could have been thrown to second. I don't know. That's what it looked to me. Mickey Matuk. He hits it down the third base line, and it gets thrown to first for the out. That is 8 in it. Well, 7.5. It's now the bottom of the 8th inning. Our hitter is going to stay in. I'm going to call in Javi Gura. He's pretty good. His stats look nice. Weirdly, he has pretty good hitting stats, so it looks like if I bring him in, he'll end up hitting. That'll be kind of cool. Should I bring him in? No, but do I want to? Yes. I'm going to try it because I want to. O'Neill ends up striking out. There are 2 outs, and now is the perfect time to call in Gura. Yes, he's not fully warmed up. Couldn't replace him, so I'm going to put Gura as the pinch hitter. There, puts him as the pinch hitter. It says he's still in the bullpen, which makes no sense. 2-2 count for Javi Gura. He ends up swinging and putting it high over the head of the center fielder, and that's going to be a double. I think we've had a pretty beautiful day today, especially for our pitchers hitting the ball. Yeah, that's pretty good. It says he's still in the bullpen. Doesn't make sense. He's right there. Bo Bichette. OTP, I don't know if you're watching this. Fix your game because that's just annoying. Obviously, you're not watching it now because there's nobody watching. 2 people on, though. Obviously, somebody's new. For some reason, I added my pitcher, Javi Gura, who's in the bullpen. I dragged him to pinch hit, and it said he's still in the bullpen, which doesn't make sense. I'm just going to set him as the pitcher. So yeah, welcome to Off the Bat. Today I'm doing a tutorial where I rebuild the Padres, and yes, a lot of these players are unfamiliar to the Padres organization. It's already 2021. I'm the GM, and I made a bunch of different moves. My favorite, I gave away Tatis and Patino, one of their starting pitchers, for Bichette and Guerrero. I also got Luis Urias. Francisco Meja, pretty good accomplishment, but he's already in their organization. The rest of it, A lot of these players aren't from the organization. I know Grisham was. Gura was. He didn't end up playing for us in 2020. Obviously, we have to demote a bunch of guys. Ended up giving a base hit. This is going to be a pop fly just past the infield, but it's still going to be caught. That is still 10-0 us. And no, I'm not playing on any of those commissioner modes or cheating modes. I've been doing this completely fine. Obviously, if one team needs a starter, I give them a starter, and I get a third base, which I need. I got rid of Machado, which was $30 million of salary, for Altuve, who, when he was retained, he was at $20 million. Then when we got our second baseman, the prospect guy, we got rid of Altuve. I don't actually remember who I traded Altuve for. I can look though. I traded him to the Red Sox. So I traded Altuve and Osuna for Machado. And then I gave away Jared Eichhoff and this guy for Bogarts. I then got rid of Bogarts and Andres Munoz for Edwin Diaz and Brandon Shoemake. All I know is that he's pretty solid backup second baseman. Pierce Johnson, pretty good reliever, but I needed to waive him because I needed some way to demote a pitcher. I had a lot of players that should be major league players. Pierce Johnson actually just got claimed, so he's now a member of the Toronto organization. Zach Eflin, the starter we're going to face today. If you're actually watching this, throw something below in the chat. Because why not? Oh, well, this lighting. Yeah, we ordered green screens and lighting so that we can make proper videos, proper live streams. Some things that we're doing are fine. Obviously, Jonathan already has his green screen. You can see our channel trailer. It's pretty cool. I don't actually know where that background's from. We definitely don't have rights to it, but okay. Yeah, it looks like we're actually going to give up we didn't give up a run, but Harper's up to the plate. He ends up putting it in the air. It's going to be pretty shallow. It's going to get thrown home. Well, thrown inwards. Hoskins up with 2 strikes, and he swings. We're now actually ahead. We ended putting one runner in scoring position. Did not give up the run. Bichette up to the plate with no count. He ends up swinging, putting it pretty close down the line, and he gets thrown out by their third baseman, Ehire Adrianza. Our second baseman, Luis Urias, gets walked, and Guerrero Jr., down 2 strikes, swings for the strikeout. We now have our fourth man, Trent Grisham. He puts it down, but he gets thrown out by their pitcher, who is Zach Eflin. That's 1 inning done of nothing baseball. Alex Reyes, he's an experiment in OOTP 20. Pretty easy to trade for when he's 4.5-star reliever, and then he usually becomes a 3-star or to 3.5-star starter, which I find pretty cool. I like that. And if not, he becomes a star bullpen pitcher. Like, the worst thing that can happen, you get like a really good player. That's going to be a single over the head of our second baseman, Luis Urias. Adam Hazley, though, he swings for a ground out to the pitcher, thrown to first. That's going to be an easy out. Kyle, hello. I know you're in the chat. Meja ends up putting it in the air. That's going to be out. Eflin still pitching to Ty France, our first baseman, putting it down the line, thrown to first for another out. And Franchi Cordero, down 2-2, swings down the first base line, but still gets out. That's going to be 2 innings gone. Nothing. Zip. Segura's already 1 for 1. He puts it on the ground to our shortstop, Bo Bichette. Finish the out. Alex Reyes, full count to Bryce Harper. That's kind of rare. He strikes out a lot now. That's going to be gone. Oh, no, I'm just using the ball carrying. That's going to be a double. Still, it's better than gone because now we can prevent Harper from scoring. Reese Hoskins being a strikeout guy, looking at a ball. McCutcheon strikes out too sometimes. Said he struck out last inning. He's going to put the ball in the air, but it's actually not going to go. It's going to go deep, but it's not going to go far. Oh, it's not going to go over the wall. It's going to be it for them for this inning. We have 3 outs to catch up. 2 outs to catch up. To score an early lead to this game. Alex Reyes to the plate. Looks at a strikeout. Bo Bichette. Go deep. Go deep. Nope. It's gone high, but not deep, honestly. So we're not scoring early in the game. But we are still on our good side defensively. Our players haven't made any errors yet this year. Then our starting pitchers and our bullpen have been really good to us. We haven't given up too many runs. I don't think we've given up 5 runs yet this year. I think there was a game where we gave up 1 and 3, and then last game was 10-0 us. It was beautiful. Luis Urias, he gets walked a lot. He's pretty good with that. I saw the three balls at the top, but he didn't get walked, so Vladdy's up to the plate again, down in the count. But this is going to be swung on, and this is going to be over the fence. So we get our lead, not as early as we were hoping, 402 feet, and that's the first hit for us, which is lucky. Trent Grisham, he's at the plate. He puts the ball over the head of their shortstop, who is Gene Segura, was it? Yeah. Not having a good year. Obviously, he's only playing San Diego. Oh, we did give up. We gave up 7 runs this year. We gave up 4 in the first game, but we've scored a lot. We've scored. Wait, no, we've given up 11 runs on the season. We've scored 18. Mejia to the plate, 1 ball, swing down the middle, but it's not going to be thrown, and now we have men on first and second to finish, get close to the finish of this inning with Ty France. 3 balls down, let's hope he walks, but he swings, and it's going to be thrown for the double play. Third, second, first, obviously only on second bag and first bag. Reyes still to the plate. Eflin is their pitcher. He must be a really good hitter because he singled and now he doubled. If he hits for the cycle, I'm done. If he hits for the cycle this game, I'm ending this live stream. And I'm going to message him on Instagram. I'm going to say, you know what? Can we interview you on your latest game performance? And he's going to say, what? And I'm going to say, well, have you heard of OOTP? Yeah, Eflin scores, and the game is tied, which is not beautiful. We're actually down now. And we're up. Reyes, he's at a good amount of pitches, 132. So we're going to put in Zabala. He was a Rule 5 draft pick, so Mejia's up to the plate. We're still up by 1. Obviously, these are like one of those 1-run games. Vince Arobio was their pitcher, and Mejia ends up getting a double. France, he's down 0-2, but he still puts it on the ground. Not enough to bring... Hey, Slacker, what's up? Well, I mean, if you ask me sup, I'm doing pretty well. I'm doing the same live stream I did a few nights ago where I'm rebuilding the Padres. You know, I never really thought they needed to be rebuilt, but now that I really understand the team, you can see I have baby Vlad. I traded Tatis, and I traded Luis Patino, one of their starters, like 4 stars with 5-star potential, for Vladdy and Bichette. Obviously, as a Jays fan, I like that deal, but they're really helping. I already had a good amount of starters. O'Neal to the plate with a full count. He ends up putting it in the air to right. It's not going to be far enough for our runner to tag up, but, well, there is no buts. It's just an out. And that's not going to help us. Alex Reyes up to the plate. He's actually our pitcher. He ends up grounding out to end the inning. That is it in 6th inning ball. 4-3 San Diego. Anuri's Zabala, Rule 5 draft pick. Let's hope he gets good. He throws really hard, and he's a ground ball pitcher. It's exactly what we need, especially to strike out this area of the rotation, of the lineup. It's Bryce Harper who just struck out. This is like the strikeout area. This is why the Phillies are no longer... Oh, they're throwing it around the horn. Oh, they're not. Why would they throw it? They threw it to first. Baby Vlad! Rhys Hoskins, who's also a strikeout guy. He's also down 2-2, but he puts it in the air, lines out to Baby Vlad. And then there's McCutcheon, who also can strike out. 3-2-2 counts consecutive, and he strikes out. 2 strikeouts, 1 line out, top of the 7th. Since it's the 7th inning stretch, would you like me to sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game"? Good. Since you didn't respond because YouTube is extremely slow, I'm going to keep playing. And definitely not because I don't have a voice. Because I can do nothing. Yeah, I can't sing for my life. So, you should be happy I'm not doing this. I'm going to do a hit and run with... Oh! Pickoff throw. Bichette goes out. Luis Urias... He strikes out, so now 2 outs, no one on base for Baby Vlad. He put us in the lead earlier with a homer, put us up 1-0, our first hit of the day. He grounds out, we're still up by 1. And we have Anuri's Zabala still pitching. Full count to Zach Collins, their catcher. He walks. Scott Kingery, no count. He struck out earlier, puts it on the ground to short. And that's going to be a double play. He graduated to teenage Vlad, but he started hitting poorly, so he went back to Baby Vlad. Exactly. Zabala still in. Obviously, I've never heard of this guy, but with the potential that he has as a reliever, especially in this organization, low market team, these Rule 5 relievers, they're always more useful. That did not look like an out for me, but I'll take it. We're still up. We're going to warm up our closer, Edwin Diaz. We actually what's his name? We let Kirby Yates get to free agency. He was asking for like $15 million. He had a pretty crappy year, though, in 2020 as our closer, even though he had 23 saves. He then asked for $4.4 million over 3 years. I made it over 2 years and got rid of the player option. Grissom to the plate, bottom of the 8th, 0-1 count. He's going to swing. Where is it going to go? It's going to go up, but not away. It's going to be caught near the foul line in left field. Meja, obviously, our good catcher. He swings and puts it in between first and second. Slacker, I know you play MLB The Show, so you're used to having people commentate for you, but it's my job now. Ty France to the plate, striking out, making it 2 outs. Man on first for San Diego at the bottom of the 8th. Franchi Cordero, 0-1 count. He swings and puts it in the air, deep right field, and it's gone! Beautiful homer, 380 feet, up by 3 in the bottom of the 8th. San Diego. O'Neill also up to the plate, looks like a strikeout, and he is going to strike out. What an expectation. I'm like Babe Ruth. I can predict things that are already going to happen. Like this guy going to strike out Adam Hazley, right? I'm like Babe Ruth. What did you see? Gene Segura, he's going to probably ground out. No, he walks. I didn't call myself Babe Ruth on that. Bryce Harper, he's probably going to strike out. He puts it in the air, though. You want me to commentate for you? Yeah, I'm a good commentator. Rhys Hoskins, that's going to look like a strikeout, and that's going to be a strikeout, ending the game 6-3 San Diego to end the ball game. 3-1 count for the Padres, 750. Their team obviously rebuilt by the best GM. Baez still injured. I don't actually know when he's going to still be. I want a 5-man rotation, which is good without Baez. It's Yu Darvish, who started once for us. We actually just traded. We signed Kevin Gausman. We also signed Marcus Stroman, who I'm glad to have. Chris Paddock, who also he pitched a beautiful game when you were here. Baez, unexistent. I don't know who this guy is, but he's not a good pitcher. He'll be my emergency pitcher. I like having these guys. Obviously, his hitting ratings aren't super amazing. Last year he did well. 15 games hitting 344. He was like my backup during September call-ups. Yay, got the dub. Slacker, now that we are on this page, I would like you to give me a prediction. Based on these two lineups, who do you think is going to win? Yeah, I'm waiting for you to put something below in the comments. I'm just going to sit here tanning in my crappy fluorescent lights that I ordered and came in before my green screen. So I'm just going to play with that until I get a response. You can make the prediction while I'm playing. San Francisco. They have no players. Their best player is Colton Wong. They signed him in free agency, and he's completely underpaid because he had he had a really good 2020. I don't know why. $10 million is not that much for him. Their team not very good anymore. Obviously, Posey's 34. He could be one of their best players. Him or Longoria. Obviously, also J.K. Probably you. I don't know. Stroman, hopefully he'll last a good 6-7 innings, maybe 8. As a Jays fan, Stroman obviously being like one of our favorites in 2015. He's the reason why we made it so far. Even though he was injured the entire year, came back in late August, so he was allowed on our playoff roster. He ended up going 5-0, like a 2.80 ERA, I think. I can just check. I don't know why I'm trying to do this on my own. He went 4-0, 167. So this is nuts. He came back after like this crazy surgery, and he best pitcher. So like he's the reason the Jays did super well. Then in 2016, he did not do so well. I'm just gonna finish that. They ended up scoring. I'm gonna sim because I don't want to lose. Crap. Well, that doesn't look good. I don't have very many pitchers anymore. That looks really ugly. What? Wait. What? No, that looks like a strike. Crap. Joey Bart still at the plate. He ends up striking out to end the game. I don't actually know what happened. I don't really want to check. All I know is that they scored 2 runs at the top of the first and didn't score for the rest of the game. Stroman must have... he went 7.2 innings, so I'm getting a notification from my online league for OOTP. I'm in an online league. Cronenworth, he's out 6 weeks, so that means we got to find a replacement for him. You can see I got a lot of good guys. The minors, should I call up Gabriel Arias or Owen Miller? I'm thinking Arias just because his defense is a bit better, but his offense is better, but Miller has better defense. If he's going to be a backup, I might as well do defense. He hasn't gotten playing time. I'm going to make this executive decision on my own. Baez, I don't know if he's injured or not, but my pitchers are going nuts because he's taking up a spot. So I put him on my 15-day, and I'm calling up Joey Lucchesi. Obviously, the next guy to get called up is going to be Miguel Diaz, it's going to be Mackenzie Gore, who's a prospect, and David Bednar. Outfielder, it's going to be Trammell, and then that is a lot of outfielders in AAA. Whoa, that is 8 outfielders. That's a little nuts. So we have no shortages with starting pitchers here. Obviously, once we get to AA, though, there is I'm waiting for C.J. Abrams. He's the 8th prospect. I'm waiting for him to develop, and then I'll trade away Bichette. I'll get a good starting pitcher to hook my rotation to be the anchor. Miguel Baez, it actually says he's injured for 4 to 5 weeks. So I made the right call by putting him on the 15-day IL. Cronenworth is out for a good amount. Dinelson Lamet, he's a starter. Same with Newcomb. I got Newcomb in a pretty good trade. I got Tukey Toussaint, and I gave away Garrett Richards, who is... What? There's an article from MLB Trade Rumors losing Thor. Oh, I was talking about him going to Tommy John surgery. That's not what this live stream's about. It's odd because I'm not getting any major league offers. I mean, it's the start of the year, 4-1. We're at 800. Obviously, when we're 5-1, because we're going to be 5-1. Assuming we win against the Giants, I want to play a team that's challenging. We're actually not 4-1. We're 5-2, which I'll still take. Owen Miller, his rating, it says his overall. This is also according to the scout. I always listen to according to the major league. I listen to OSA because OSA will never retire as your scout. They're also usually right more. God, is anyone else on this live stream? Okay, let's keep going. Tyler Glasnow on Cincinnati. I gotta make this game. I gotta play. Let's check his contract. Currently, he was in a trade with Tampa. Oh yeah, that's actually a cool trade. Eugenio Suarez for Glasnow. Ian Kennedy. Oh, he's being paid $2 million and $2 million. Honestly, his ratings look good. I'm just not interested. Yeah, I'm going to play this game against the Reds. Obviously, their team, pretty debatable. Could be ours that's better. Guerrero's actually hitting 130 this year. Yeah, he's doing really bad, so he better step it up or I'm going to release him. Because now he's not baby Vlad, he's toddler Vlad, or he's in the womb Vlad. But, obviously, Guerrero and Bichette are used to playing Glasnow. So let's see how badly they kill this pitcher because we need that. Well, he already has a 7.20 ERA. So why not keep it at 7.20? Still 3 guys on, so Slacker, obviously, you might still be there. Are you going live tonight? Crap. He's retiring one guy after the other. 3 up, 3 down. That is crappy. They also have Nick. When I offered to trade away Tatis, well, that was not nice. I'm like talking Nick Senzel. Come on. The Orioles offered Adley Rutschman, who I was going to take maybe 2 or 3 times. Then they offered me Vlad and Bichette. 2 separate offers. Oh my god, that is 2 homers. Oh, no, it's not. Never mind. But it is a triple. A double and a single are next, and then a walk, and then a strikeout, ground out, fly it. Just in order. I'm gonna force myself to remember because I should. That's going to be a grounder to finish this inning. Down 2 zip. Cordero to the plate. No count, but he's going to swing. And it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to get thrown to first for the ground out. Tyler O'Neill, our first baseman. He's hitting 227. Not amazing. He's down 2-2 and he strikes out. Our pitcher, Chris Paddock. This means we're going to be 9 batters retired in a row, which means we have not gotten a hit or a walk. Or maybe we have. I don't know. Point is, we're not doing well. We just gave up 2 more runs. We're just going to sim. At least I didn't have to see us lose. I'm going to sim a bunch more games. Bichette's out. Osuna's out. Oh, God. This is not good. Also, seeing Osuna back on the team, kind of cool. I'm a Jays fan. Something to brag about now that we have Vlad and, what's his name? Bo Bichette. You heard of him? Front office. We got a little bit of money. Salaries, obviously, you Darvish being paid the most. I'm gonna try and trade him just because I want to see if I can take back an old player that I had. Being paid $20 million, it's okay, but he's 34. He's not as good as Ryu, so it's not a 4-year, $20 million a year. I can get like Mad Bum. He's good, but he's also under contract for a while. Same. I see Corbin, who's being paid. He's younger. That's a start, but it says our money's gonna drop. It's not what I wanted. Yeah, no. Do you think somebody would claim him if I waived him? Oh, he's having a really good year, so I'm not going to get rid of him yet. If we don't, not worth $20 million exactly. Ooh, Jared Kelenic. They have enough money for him. What if I put you Darvish? Kevin Gausman, he signed for a bit longer than Darvish. Wait, I just need to do that. Nope. Should I go for Craig Kimbrell? I think my bullpen's pretty strong, but like, what if I retain 50? Though I'll get some better offers. Yeah, I'm seeing some better offers, and I can give in more players to retain less. I'm getting offered. Oh, that's a good deal. Coming back from Tommy John, signed for 1 year. I'll definitely take Syndergaard for 1 year. It says it's not close to being... Oh, that's why. Is usually what I do. Maybe I'll offer in this guy and then make it... Oh, they can't afford him past this. So, 30%, 35%. But... yeah, that's all. They're not budging. It's all they're going. But I'm gonna take him. Now I have Syndergaard. So and because he's so cheap, it's not that I traded for him to trade him away. I just want to see who I can get. You can see some of these players weren't actually. Oof, that's a lot of money. Yeah, it's a hit, but like I can get Rizzo. I want to get somebody who's gonna stay with me longer than 1 year. Gary Sanchez, he's in arbitration, and I don't actually have an amazing catcher. Obviously, I have pretty good team without him. Villar was on my team last year. He didn't do very well. You can see he played 60 games. Anthony Kay, Danny Jansen, Tommy Edman, and Paul DeJong, or DeJong, however he pronounces it. Yeah, I'm going to go with Gary Sanchez, but I'm going to try and steal. It says not fair at all. I want my money to improve by a lot. That's just stupid. It's really dumb. What, am I going to have to ask for Gleyber Torres too? No, they won't do that. Kevin Gausman, money's going to drop by a lot. The money's going to improve by $20 million. And I could try and take on Garrett Cole. This might be nuts. If I can make this trade go... No, I'm not giving up Vladdy. I'll try and throw in Reyes. He's a starter and a reliever. No way! No way! Should I or should I not take Garrett Cole? $36 million. Do I think he'll be essential? Yes, but the trade's not worth it. I need these 3 starters. I'm going to do... Crap. I lost my trade. Shot player. And then I'm going to go find... I'm going to do Gary Sanchez still. Still going to trade for Sanchez because he's being similarly paid. But they don't want to retain him at all. Of course, they're happy. Now I have a guard of Syndergaard. Osuna's out. Let's just put him on the dia. Alvarez needs one more day. Okay, this means I need a pitcher. So I told you Mackenzie Gore was the guy I'm going to call up next. Let's automatically set up my minors. And let's skip a day so that Alvarez can get... He has to be on the 40-man. How did I get this guy? Oh, he was drafted in the Rule 5. No, I don't want this guy. He was drafted in the Rule 5 draft pick by Colorado. He ended up playing 2 games, and then they released him. I'm just going to sim 3 games so that I can demote him. I went 2 for 3. That's fine. Okay, my new lineup. Now with Gary Sanchez, I know for a fact I can look at my team. This is how I usually rate my team. I give myself a score. Anything under 100 is amazing. I know for a fact because of Castro being 22nd. Then second baseman's not this guy. Wait, is he on the DL or the IL now? Oh, Luis Urias moved to shortstop. Once Bichette comes back in 3 weeks, then I should be fine. Bichette only played 9 games. Slacker, maybe you're still there, maybe you're not. What do you think of Gary Sanchez? What do you think of the trade? Fuck. Whoa. That wasn't me. Sorry, family. Okay, yeah, you can blame anything on them. San Diego versus San Francisco. Because they're in California, they have the word San in front of it. Where there's sand, there's sand. And there's also Gary Sanchez now. Yeah, we're going to obviously beat them. Eddie Alvarez. Wait a minute. Why is he on my team? That doesn't make sense. I demoted him. That makes absolutely no sense. I for sure demoted this guy. Jordan Romano. I traded for him from the... Huh? I gave this guy... Oh. That must have been a good trade. I'm watching OOTP right now. Thank you, Kyle. I know you don't want to go in the chat. Slacker Gaming is also here, I think, still. You got 4 people right now. We probably have one of the top bullpens in baseball right now. Edwin Diaz and Kirby Yates. Alex Reyes, who's now more developed. Adrian Morjon, who's the 37th prospect. He's been with San Diego. AMA is actually our AA team, which is Amarillo. Never heard of them. Slacker, I don't know if you've heard of Amarillo. So you're from the U.S. We're doing pretty well. Cy Young Award winner, we had Syndergaard. Wait, did he ever win? Oh, crap. I just realized I gave Syndergaard to the Yankees. Think about that. They're probably the best team in the league now. Crap. Let's see if I can reverse that. You're welcome. You realize you can put it below in the chat. I'm going to call you out until you actually throw something below. Johnny Cueto does a little shimmy with his shoulders when he throws a pitch, so I know we're going to beat him. Stroman, he's having a good year. Even better against San Francisco. Brandon Mackie Shoemake. He's going to be in my backup once Bichette comes back, so let's hope his expectations... I'm just going to move this pop filter so that you don't hear my breathing on the mic. You got to go in 5, okay? You can just put it below in the chat, Kyle. Okay, Vladdy, baby Vlad. I'm bored. And I know I have a good chance at winning, so I'm gonna bunt. No, why not? Wait, why is Guerrero my second hitter now? I should make, oh, that's because Grisham's hitting 327 and just hit a homer? Oh, okay, that was carrying. That was definitely carrying. I'm gonna go grab a water. I'll be back in like 3 seconds. Like, I actually mean 3 seconds. I'm just gonna change that. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I had to put the lights somewhere, and my brother moved them. It was like an obstacle course to get to the fridge. I had to, like, jump and climb around things. God, I need to move those lights. Yeah, there's a bed in this room. Once I get rid of the bed, once the green screen comes in, I'll get rid of the bed. Colton Wong, ball in the air to center. Gonna drop. I actually don't like this stadium. The angle is really weird. It also makes the baseball diamond, like, obviously the baseball diamond, the infield is supposed to be a square. Makes it look like an actual diamond. Mike Yatrzemski, he puts the ball in the infield. First inning's done. That was fun. Putting baby Vlad. I wanted to see if he could bunt for a hit. Looked successful, but it wasn't. It was pretty close. There was challenging in this game. There really should be. Kyle just left. Well, that's sad, but it's sad to see you go. So, Slack, are you working on any new videos? Specifically, Raleigh Maverick. Yeah, you haven't released a video for him in a while, and I'm getting impatient. Yeah, so I don't know who these 3 people are in this chat. I don't even know if you're still here, Slacker. So, ugh, Evan Longoria. Brandon Belt. Oh my God. Wait, Brandon Belt. He's being paid a lot. Stroman. He puts guys on first and second. Ball's deep to mid right field. Is not very deep. Again, it's the angle. Who? Raleigh Maverick, like the MLB Road to the Show guy with the one with the really giant head. Yeah, Raleigh. I don't know. Lucky he put it on the ground. Runs to second. We actually had bases loaded. Just came out of it. Benintendi up to the plate. He swings and puts it in between second and third. Yes, I am, Slacker. I don't know how to pronounce it. Marcus Stroman, we're going to have him bunt. Because why not? Bunting's actually not my thing. That was crappy. It's funny because in this game... Oh, yes, editing it right now. Well, that's funny. Stroman, new episode for Tuesday. It's only Friday. How am I going to get my Slacker gaming content then? Yeah, I don't know if you saw, I edited a quick video. I used some of the YouTube audio, like the free audio from YouTube, and I made one of those hype baseball videos. I took a bunch of spring training, like fielding plays and a bunch of homers. I made them into like a hype video. So if you check that out, it was released earlier today around 6:30 or 6:15 or something. That was cool. It's like 3 minutes long. People love them. I used streaming tomorrow and Sunday. What times? I want to know. I'm assuming you haven't picked the times yet, but if you do, I know Jonathan checks our Twitter. I for sure don't. If you comment on any of our videos that you're going live, it sends a notification to the email, which I get notified for. So if you comment on our videos that you're going live, we can just delete the comment and then go. Then I'll actually go. Do you want me to start commentating again? I mean, at the start it was just for jokes, but like I actually got some real talent. Yeah. Marcus Stroman pitching to Austin Slater, 2-2 count, ball in the air, just past the infield, caught by the shortstop. Now that I'm a podcaster, I'm also a commentator. Yastrzemski, full count swing on the ground. Pitcher runs to first, and that is going to be Ty France to Stroman. 3 innings of 3-0 baseball down in the books. Franchi Cordero, 2-1 count, swing to the third baseman. Who's the third? Longoria. Used to have really good defense. I don't know what happened to him. Luis Urias, he's now our shortstop. Once Bichette comes back, he'll be at second. Strikes out. Benintendi, 3 balls. 4 balls. Wow, he got to see a doctor about that. Stroman to the plate. He puts the ball in the air. It's actually going to be covered by the shortstop and caught. To finish 3.5 innings. We're still up 3-0. Stroman still pitching. 1-2 count to Evan Longoria. Swing and a drive. Deep center field, but it's not gone. It's going to be caught right at the warning track. Stroman to Brandon Belt. 3-1 count, and Belt ends up on first base. Posey with 1 strike puts a double down the line in right. Throws back in to prevent the runner from scoring, but the runner scores. So it was completely pointless. Now Brandon Crawford, he's in the game. Well, yeah, he's been in the game the entire time. He strikes out. Johnny Cueto, 2-1 count. He puts the ball down to short, down to first, and that's going to be the inning. Scoring 1 run. Top of the 5th, 3-1, San Diego. I don't know. Ooh, Guerrero, he's doing horrible this year, and he finally got a hit. Well, I think he's doing horrible, but he might have stepped up. I know last time I checked, he wasn't doing well. Oh, yeah, he's hitting 178, so he's only got 1 homer. I'm going to go edit his player strategy so that he starts getting more hits. Crap. It's going to be a double for Yastrzemski, scoring 1. Now they have a runner in scoring position, the tying runner in the bottom of the 5th. Just going to finish the inning. Cueto's in, and Stroman's at 84 pitches. I'm going to have to keep him in, though. Usually I wouldn't. It's such a close lead. Now we're actually doing better. As we're doing better, he gives up 2 base runners. This is going to be a double play. No, it's not. It's going to be thrown too high. So they have bases loaded for David Peralta, who strikes out. Now they have Steven Dugar, who also strikes out, which is pretty convenient. Colton Wong, he puts the ball down the third base line. This is looking like a double. Is it going to clear the bases? Yes, it will. They're now in the lead with a runner in scoring position, which is not what we're looking for, but we can deal with. Obviously, San Fran is not very good, even though they're winning. I didn't say I'm good, I just said they're not good. Brendan Shoemake, David Bednar, I don't actually know where he is or what's happened to him. Cordero is at the plate. He's with a 2-2 count, and he strikes out. The first out of the top of the 8th. Luis Urias also 2-2 count, but I have a good feeling about this. I have a bad feeling because he strikes out. 2 down, and Man in, new pitcher. Benintendi, 1-2, and he strikes out. 3 strikeouts, which means the only way for us to win is to score. And that's going to be game, which is kind of sad. Stroman was in control for most of it. Okay, Osuna is going to be back in 7 days. Can't wait for some of these other players to come back. I'm missing some of my really good. Osuna can now come off the DL. Ty France not being an amazing first baseman. He's doing better than he was last year. But he shouldn't be my starter. He expects to be a bench player because he is a bench player. I'm thinking of putting Daniel Roberts in there. I think he doesn't actually have the defensive rating to play first, but he can play second, third, and short. So I'm going to force him there. I'm going to edit Benintendi, who I don't want him stealing base. I'm going to leave everything there, but actually, no, I'm going to leave it. I know Vladdy, who's doing a ton of hit and runs. Bunt for hits are not good, and neither. That's kind of what I want for Vlad. I want him to be a third hitter because it's almost like cleanup, but automatically in the first inning guarantee. So that's important. Gosman is out 1 day. Montero's at 6. I can deal with that. My bullpen, obviously, they're pretty tired. Osuna, I forgot to call back up. Ty France and Daniel Robertson both fighting for this position. Robertson doesn't actually have the first base defense efficiency yet. After a few games, it should just add. He just became 2 stars. Once he learns how to play first properly, it should show up. We're actually in first in our division, which I like. Just lost 2 to Seattle. Okay, Dinelson Lamet can come back, which means that I'm going to demote Ty France. I think 1 extra pitcher, 15 pitchers, 11 hitters could help us. I know Robertson's covering a lot of ground. And now Meja's going to get some more playing time. Meja's having a great year. I'm actually thinking I should put him as my first baseman. He's a better hitter than he's a way better hitter than Robertson. So I'm gonna take my catcher and make him fourth. I'm gonna start him at first automatically, and then whenever Sanchez is tired, the Meja will cover. So we got ourselves 5-man rotation with a big bullpen. Meja automatically. I want him to be my backup catcher too, though. If starter tired. If starter tired. If starter tired. And no. If starter tired. And Robertson. Let's just keep doing these. Yeah, that's good. There's Lucas Sims and Luis Castillo. Both equally good. Their stats are pretty similar on the year. Sims has a worse ERA, so we're going to play him. What do you like about watching the Raleigh Maverick episodes? I like that, I don't know, I like Road to the Show, like, just going through, like, the players. What I didn't really understand, though, like, the leadership traits, I know that you can like make your player a different person and like personality. He didn't really explain what those levels were, and because I don't actually have the show, I don't really understand that. I liked seeing a lot of the playing time though, and like you controlling him. I liked the discussions with the coaches because I don't actually remember where he is. I haven't seen a video since last week, so I don't know if you released a new one. I'm sure your videos take a lot more editing than mine. The last crazy editing video I did was the 30-minute Blue Jays one. I cut it down from 3 hours. Hello, Bram. You don't have to write below in the comments, but I do know you are on this. So I am doing right now something called OOTP, which is baseball simulation. Right now it's actually 2021. Yeah, I'm going to... Okay, I can do that. Okay, perfect, Slacker. We're actually down. Bram, I'm just going to sim this game pretty... Oh, just releasing one a week. Okay. Yeah, so Bram, what this is, the year I decided I'm going to rebuild the Padres. So I took over as the GM in 2020, and it's pretty strategical. It has the actual front office, the actual owner, records and everything, which I find kind of cool. The retired numbers, Randy Jones, Dave Winfield, Trevor Hoffman. So the team right now, a lot of these players are familiar. I don't know if you've heard of Francisco Tatis Jr. He is a huge prospect for the Padres, who ended up playing. He didn't win Rookie of the Year, but he did really well. I traded him and a top starting pitcher for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And Bo Bichette, who's currently on our injured list. Luis Urias, the game is rated in stars, 5 stars being the best. 5 stars being the best, and 1 star being the worst. These ratings over here, like the contact, gap power, home run, these are all out of 80, and they go up by 20 to 80, and they go up by 5. This is like all-star. Here, so I can play a game for you, and this is pretty realistic. Bichette, I have 2 players who can come off the DL. Meja is actually my catcher. Now, I set him to play first. I want him to get the experience playing first base so that he can be the backup first baseman. But now that I have a shortstop coming on, I need to balance out all of my batters. So what I'm gonna end up doing, I'm gonna demote. Who am I gonna? Well, Lucchesi didn't play in the minors. Gura did not. This guy's a minor leaguer, so I'm gonna send him down. I'm gonna call up my pitcher, and then I know Benintendi can be demoted. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to reset my lineups. And so, yeah, Meja, I don't know why he's still my first baseman, but he should be my backup catcher. This isn't good because now my catcher is a first baseman, so I'm going to have to call up. I'm going to send Meja to... Oh, he's out of option year, so I'm going to try and trade him. Trading is also extremely reasonable. Keto Marte, he's really good. He's on a good contract too, actually. I'm going to try and trade for him. I'll try and get Varsho and Marte. They were offering me one of these two. Carson Kelly's no. I can obviously, this shop, so like all the teams say what players they're going to offer, and so I can automatically make a trade for one of these players pretty quickly. I'm really just trying to find a catcher to replace him, but I also want an outfielder because Brandon Nimmo's good. He's hitting pretty well this year. Nick Birdie, good closer, but I'm not looking for a closer. I'm pretty much close to the bottom. They're offering me Reese McGuire. Slacker, you get it? Reese McGuire. Ha, ha, ha. I'm going to give Meja for McGuire. I'm going to have them try and retain as much. So my money is going to improve by $89,047. And fans are sad that we lost Meja. Happy we got McGuire. And the players appreciate we got McGuire because leadership is key. Now I'm going to drink some water because that's important. Okay, so doesn't look nice here. We got 3 losses to Cincinnati. We're going to start playing Miami, who we're still in first. Only 2 games above 500. I don't know where the Dodgers... Oh, the Dodgers actually... It says they're 1 game back, even though we played 2 games more than them. Villar, he's a good player. I think he was on my team at one point. I have some money available. I can trade for Logan Morrison. He's not hitting so well, but he's not being paid that much. He's on waivers, so let's just go ahead and claim him. I actually had no idea. Sometimes you can find first basemen out here. Eric Hosmer. First thing I did as the GM of San Diego, I released him. He was put in a trade. I released him because he was being paid $20 million. You can see he got signed back for $2 million, which means he really is not worth $20 million. Who else? Justin Smoke, Edwin. I'm seeing a lot of J's here. That's also there are a bunch of good catchers. If I want to do my lineups now, I know that Reese McGuire deserves the playing time just as much as Sanchez. I know I'm not going to be able to afford him in the future. He's also not hitting amazingly. So let's just see who they're going to offer me. Obviously, I have some good starting pitchers, but I can take some good ones. Same with first baseman. I can go for Rizzo, or it really just depends on who I get offered to me. They're offering Syndergaard. Actually, the trade that I made earlier this year was Syndergaard. Look, you can see I got Syndergaard for Sanchez, and they're trying to do it. They're trying to do it back, which means there's something bad with Syndergaard. I'm gonna try and grab another player in this deal. Miguel Yajur. I'm just gonna keep looking. Obviously, Syndergaard is one of the best names in the game. Jordan Hicks, young closer. He's useful, but I have a strong bullpen. Conforto, we looked over him. Yeah, I'm going to go for Syndergaard because I'd rather have great pitching. My money's going to improve by a little bit. Can I try and sneak in Garrett Cole? Do I have $17 million? I do not. If I maybe get rid of Gosman and Osuna and another one, which is kind of nuts. It's a little too much. Also, Garrett Cole's on a huge deal. So, let's try and get them. No, I don't really care about retaining. So we gave back Sanchez to the Yankees. I'm sure they'll be happy because he's still in arbitration, which is that's important. Shoemake was actually a second baseman. So Syndergaard's now going to lead off my rotation. We only got 10 guys here, which means I'm going to need to demote a pitcher, Adrian Morejon, and then I'm going to call up Hedges, who is also a good leadership-wise catcher. I can check leadership on team chemistry. It says they're content or content. I have one leader, two captains, obviously some selfish and unmotivated. I go to my front office. I know my bench coach, his strategy's good enough, so I'm going to offer him an extension. Let's offer him 2 years. And now he accepted it. Anyone else is my pitching coach, Pete Zamora. I'm not going to re-sign him because he is not doing well this year. I'm actually going to fire him. Oh, wait, that was my pitching coach. Well, whoops. Let's just fire them both. We're going to find new ones. Coach tendencies. I need a pitching coach to be my pitching coach. Somebody who's neutral is really good. Clay Rapata played in El Paso last year. El Paso is my AAA team. That's important. Bram, if you're still on this, obviously, it's just baseball, especially without it going on. There are a lot of people who are looking for content like this. I have the time. Obviously, I just finished some schoolwork, and then I do this on the side. Tom Brunansky, he's also neutral. What neutral means is that he has a similar development effect with all batters, which is important because if I do somebody who is patience, then only two of my players are good with him. So obviously neutral is the most important. Brunansky's already 60, so hopefully he doesn't retire on me. I like keeping the same staff for a while, and then once the guys in my organization have good records, I usually promote them. I don't see many neutral. I see a hitting coach that's neutral. There's a good amount of players here. Pitchers. So this is Braxton Garrett. He's a 2-star starter, and he's going to play against us. Somebody left, so it's either Slacker or Ram or one of the two. Yeah, so that's it. I'm going to play a game against Miami, and I'm going to call the game too. So, starting off, Braxton Garrett throwing a Brandon Shoemake 2-2 count. Obviously, it's the start of the game. 2 balls, 2 strikes. What I just said. He's going to throw the ball soon. Yeah, 286 average this year for Shoemake. 13-game hit streak. He rolls the ball down to the second baseman. Gets grounded out for the first out of the game. Bichette to the plate. Full count. Ball thrown. And he's going to get walk. Oh, what? That looked like a walk. Vlad, he's 221 average, which has improved pretty well. But he's down 2 strikes. And I don't... this was a pretty bad first inning for us. Let's hope Syndergaard can... this is his second time this year being on this team. The first thing he does is give up a double, so that's not it's not beautiful. Yeah, this lighting is giving me a headache. Whoa. Yeah, let's just keep playing. Syndergaard to Brian Anderson, who's hitting 189. He puts the ball in the air just past the infield to our second baseman, Urias. Yeah, Luis Urias back at second base for us. He's a good second baseman. 3.5 stars. He's hitting well too this year. Yeah, he's hit last year. He did well. He was on San Diego in 2019. That's funny. He was traded to Milwaukee. And then traded back to San Diego. I actually didn't know that. But he's pretty good. Lewin Diaz, never heard of him. But he puts the ball down the line. Second double this inning. That's going to give Miami an early lead against us. Miami being a pretty crappy team. So I don't know if they get better for 2021 or worse. I'm just not happy about that. Just going to sim this. Giving 2 runs. It's okay. Urias at the plate. He's 3-1 count. And he gets walked, so we're now at bases loaded, but it is the bottom of our lineup. Franchi Cordero, his ratings aren't amazing anymore. So I'm going to see if I can... San Diego. I have Clint Frazier to pinch hit for him. Frazier has a better average. He's also at a 3-1 count, and he ends up walking. So now we're only down by 1, and the bases are still loaded for Austin Hedges, our catcher. 2-2 count. He strikes out. Syndergaard, 2-2 count. He strikes out. So now we're at the top of our lineup for Brandon Shoemake. He hits it for a single over the head of the second baseman. That is going to score 2 runs. Oh, looks like there's an error on that. So Shoemake ends up on second base. We're now up. Bichette to the plate. He's actually down in the count, so strikes out. But we scored 3 runs, ended up catching up, which is kind of perfect for our point. Guerrero Jr. to the plate. Let's hope Baby Vlad can give us a bomb. Beautiful hit. Nope, not a bomb. Damn it. But he does end up getting a triple, which you don't see for a guy who looks like he eats at a buffet three times a week. Yeah, other than that, Tyler O'Neill. Without further ado, that's actually going to be a wild pitch. And we're up by 2. O'Neill still at the plate with a 3-1 count. He gets walked. Beautiful, but not amazing. He didn't get a good enough jump. He's going to get thrown out. It's pretty clear right when he started running. Grisham ends up putting the ball in the air. And, well, that's a bomb. Wasn't who I was looking for. But, you know what? I'm happy. We're up by 3. Urias. Eliezer Hernandez, he gets put in the game. To Urias, who gets walked. We're now going to use Frazier, who will bunt. We'll try to bunt for hit. but bunting him over will also help. He's going to get thrown out, but now we have a man on second. There's 2 outs, but as long as we get a single, we should be able to cash in this run as an insurance run. That's going to be a single, just like I was hoping. And we're going to bring our runner home, who he's going to be safe. 4 guys on. Everybody, welcome to Off the Bat. Because why not? I'm just playing some OOTP here. And yes, I did just steal with a catcher because why not? I'm already up by a good amount. 6-2. Yeah, I'm looking at it beside on my phone because that's how I'm doing the chat. It says 5-2. It's clearly delayed. Brian Anderson to the plate, 2 strikes. Ends up 3 strikes, strikeout. Syndergaard, I had him. Here, I traded away Yu Darvish and Angel Solarte, who's not a good center fielder, for I traded that for Syndergaard. I then traded him for Gary Sanchez. He played a bit with me, and I realized... and then I traded for another good catcher on my team. I traded for Reese McGuire, who is not playing extremely well. He was, though, when I traded away Sanchez, and they were offering Syndergaard back. So we decided to make the deal. They're both making similar amounts of money. Obviously, they're both going to cash in at the end of the year. Syndergaard goes to free agency. Sanchez goes to arbitration. Syndergaard up to the plate. No count. Let's hope he puts it somewhat in the air. I mean, that's in the air, so he gave me what I wanted. Yeah, so Brandon Shoemake puts a ball in the air. Also, just like Syndergaard, and that's going to be 2 outs down already. Bo Bichette, strikeout victim in the second and in the fourth, because that is it. Slacker, are you still here? Throw something below in the chat, because why not? Yeah, you're probably not here. I know you're editing your video. Well, enjoy your video. That wasn't beautiful. Hermosillo slides into second for an easy double. Easy dubs. Syndergaard still playing at his best, striking out Miguel Rojas or Rojas. I think it's Rojas. Guerrero still playing. He had a triple earlier. That's going to be a single. That might be a double. No. O'Neal, he was pretty good earlier. He ends up lining out to the shortstop, Rojas. Grisham also still playing. Our center fielder swings 2 lineouts in a row to the left side of the infield. Urias, let's hope he... No, he strikes out, so that's actually going to be our inning. I was hoping Baby Vlad, as Slacker likes to say. I was hoping Baby Vlad could do something for us. But, you know... Baby Vlad might hit for the cycle. He's gotten a triple, which is the hardest one. The triple is always the hardest one. And he's got a single. I know that Vlad can hit a homer. I know that for sure. And I know that Vlad can get a double. It's the fact that he have that many opportunities. Hedges puts the ball in the air, but it's not going to be that far. Syndergaard also to the plate with a 1-2 count. He's probably going to strike out. I don't expect pitchers to hit much. Syndergaard, though, he's still acing. Start of the game was not so strong, giving up 2 runs in the first inning. But looks like he started breaking out. 2-2 count, 2 Diaz, striking it. That's going to be a single down the right field, past our first baseman. And we're still 2 outs down. It's going to be thrown out. Just realized. I don't even know why I'm calling these. My eye appointment should have been this month. COVID. COVID. Shoemake. And that looks like it's going to be caught. That was far. That was really far. I got excited, but I was too excited for no reason. Bo Bichette, though, he's still pretty good. He's going to do the exact same thing, which kind of pisses me off. Now it's Vladdy's chance to shine. I don't even know if he's up. Yes, he is, but he's down 2 strikes. He's 0-2. He's 2 for 3 today. He strikes out. If 2 strikeouts counts instead of a double and a homer, well, then he hit for the cycle. But he didn't. Just joking. Okay, Cooper gets out. Syndergaard, 8 strong innings, giving up 2 runs. Let's try and throw someone in from the bullpen. Let's try this guy, Mackenzie Gore. Why did I click Lewin Diaz? Clint Frazier. He's pretty good. He's going to go up to the bat with a 1-1 count. He's going to swing. The ball's going to be in the air, just like most of them, because, yeah, it's going to get caught out. Austin Hedges, 2-2 count. Let's hope we can keep this inning going. And Syndergaard, I'm going to pinch hit. Reese McGuire, I want him to start getting a little bit better. Looks like he's going to strike out. He ends up grounding out, which is still better than striking out. Striking out's like something that's counted against you. Grounding out is not. Like, if you strike out a lot, it's actually in your... If you strike out a lot, it's your fault that you're getting out. If you ground out a lot, it's still your fault, but it's like less. Kenzie Gore ready to go into the game. I want to see Reese McGuire pitch. That's kind of fun. I'm going to end this at 10. I think this was pretty successful. Oh, we ended up giving up some runs. I'm going to keep this game going because Newcomb and Cronenworth. So I'm going to demote. I'm going to demote this guy. No, he's hitting well. I'm going to demote Daniel Robertson. No, he has to clear waivers. So, yeah, I'm going to take Shoemake down. I'm going to put in Cronenworth. Newcomb. We can demote Montero, maybe? No, he can't go. Let's try Newcomb. I don't know if he can be... Yeah, he can. Romero comes back in a week. He can be demoted. Starlin Castro. We're actually only paying half of his salary. It's already $9.58. So let's just start skipping a bunch. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to win some. You win some, you lose some, but it's better when you win some. So, yeah, we're 2 games ahead of the Dodgers. Trent Grisham just got out for 4 weeks, which is not the news we were hoping to get. Taylor Trammell, though, we got Morrison. Turns out we did. I'm going to set my new lineup. Now Cronenworth is now there. 16-11. Oh, Cronenworth's also a pitcher. Crap. I don't know what to do with Morrison. I gotta trade him. Okay, well, want to be friends again? Hi, Josh. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, welcome to Off the Bat. I don't understand what you mean. Yeah, I'm ending this live stream at 10, but I mean, if you're active in the chat, I can stay a bit longer. Plans aside. I mean, nobody has plans anymore. Except for me and Off the Bat, because, yeah, Off the Bat is awesome. I'm going to trade for Tommy Pham. I think he'll be a great addition to our outfield. Josh, can you explain? We were friends but distanced slowly since camp. Sure. Um, okay. I'm gonna call down Trammell. I think he's too young for the majors. I need space on this roster, so Owen Miller is going to be waived and designated for assignment. Pham gets put on the roster. Yeah, so it's 10 o'clock. Josh, you follow me on Instagram. Just go to Off the Bat Baseball's Instagram account because you can just send us a DM and yeah, we can catch up. Yeah, I'm planning on ending the live stream, so wait, what? Will you come over once quarantine is sure? Yeah. Basically, you can message me on Instagram, but the live stream is over. I'm just gonna finish that. Okay, bye everybody. Wait, what? Will you come over once quarantine is sure? Yeah. Basically, you can message me on Instagram, but the live stream is over. I'm just gonna finish